Hello, come in. So welcome to our ADR location. Hello. In London, Soho. Please follow me down the stairs into the dungeon. You want to go ahead? Right, so what we're doing here is post-production. ADR stands, I believe, for an automated dialogue recording. This is our recording studio, Theatre 1. And this whole room is what they call a floating room. So it's a room within a room. It's a concrete cube, which is entirely on rubber mats. So any outside influence doesn't affect the room at all. There's a double door here. It's a sound SAS, so that no sound can come through. There's building works outside. You won't hear it.
Hello.
So these are the guys. Will, Peter, and Ian. And Will is and please correct me if I mess this up. But so Will is responsible for marrying the sound, or not marrying yet, but fitting the sound to the images that we have. Then Peter here is responsible for the level, so the sound comes in at a certain level. He makes sure it fits, and when they put it to the picture, the output of the sound needs to be at a certain level as well. So if you want to show them the board here, lots of buttons. I have no idea what they all mean.
What? This is where I say neither do I, but but no, they all have a purpose. But and they're all very they all
Right.
get used eventually at some point or other. But it's one of the aspects of when you do the sound mix. You have lots of different things to adjust. It gives you control over everything. So.
Yeah, I'm impressed every time that I'm in here. We've been in here all week actually. I've just had a little lunch break, but we've been at it all week. And there's basically the purpose of it all is many times while you're filming, there's noises that interfere with the sound. So for example, when we're on horses, then you have a little truck that drives along next to the horses to transport the camera and make sure it's at the right level for eye lines and everything. And so you hear the motor of that truck, obviously. And now in here, we're going to have to re-record all the dialogue that we shot at that point so that we don't have the motor. And that's just one of many things that can happen. You have airplanes flying above your heads, and you hear that sound. Sometimes there's diction problems, so you don't hear what the actor says. Never happens to me.
No, it doesn't.
And so to finish our intro, this is Ian. He's the head honcho, but nobody knows what he actually does.
I have to decide what lines Alex comes in to do, whether they're for mostly technical reasons, as Alex described.
And then there's the whole process before that. Afterwards, you have to remarry it to the picture and
Make sure it's all in sync and looks as good as the original, but without any background noise.
there you go. Thanks for the light. Okay, so should we get started?
Yes.
Again. Just before you cut it, this here is my station. So here you basically have the text. Quite often it'll be cues from scenes that we've shot, and you have the list of all the cues here. I think we need some light, if you have it. Thank you. Right, so quite often you'll have a list of cues here, and we go through it image by image and scene by scene and re-record everything. We can't do this while you're here, because otherwise that would be spoiling the show, because you don't know what's going to happen. So this afternoon we're going to work on recaps, the beginning of each episode, when Uhtred, son of Uhtred, explains what he's done, what he's about to do, and you see the images coming up on the screen just over here, which I don't know if you've showed yet. Can't see too much.
The recap.
Yeah, let's I mean, we should probably do that once we go into the recaps, right? Because we have a bit of work to do before that. So we'll, if you're still there, tune in about half an hour, and then you can see a bit of the work that goes on here. Thank you so much. Back. For those who are just joining us now, we're in the middle of an ADR session on post-production for The Last Kingdom Season 2. So we're about to do the recap of the voiceover for the first episode of Season 2, explaining what happened in the first season. So we're going to have some pictures coming up on the screen, and I will do my Uhtred, son of Uhtred thing on top of it. Should we go?
Okay, here we go.
Hold on, just one sec. Okay.
Here we go. And recording, this will be taken.
I am Uhtred, son of Uhtred. I was born an ealdorman of England. I saw my father killed in battle and my uncle steal his lands. I was taken by the invaders, first as a slave and then as a son to Earl Ragnar. That was my family, my life. Young Ragnar my brother and Breeder my friend. Until my family were murdered by Kjartan the Cruel and his one-eyed son Sven, and my sister taken hostage on the eve of her wedding. I fled to Alfred, the Saxon king of Wessex. I fell in love with a pagan queen who saw my sister in a vision. In the year 878 at Ethandun, I fought alongside King Alfred to defeat the Danes and drove them from Wessex, but at a great price. Peace was secured with hostages, Breeder and Ragnar, and by the Danish Earl's baptism and acceptance of the Christian God. As for Uhtred the Godless, my path led north, to blood feuds, to revenge, and to Bebbanburg. Destiny is all. So, let's see what it looks like on the screen. The boys are doing their magic now.
Having a listen back.
My name is Uhtred, son of Uhtred. I was born an ealdorman of England.
Our ancestors took this land, and you will die for it if needed.
I saw my father killed in battle, and my uncle steal his lands. I was taken by the invaders, first as a slave, and then as a son to Earl Ragnar. That was my family, my life. Young Ragnar my brother, and Breeder my friend, until my family were murdered by Kjartan the Cruel and his one-eyed son Sven, and my sister taken hostage on the eve of her wedding. I fled to Alfred, the Saxon king of Wessex. I fell in love with a pagan queen who saw my sister in a vision.
Uhtred she lives and is being held in the north.
In the year 878 at Ethandun, I fought alongside King Alfred to defeat the Danes and drove them from Wessex, but at a great price.
Uhtred Ragnarsson, I have a gift for you. Your queen!
Peace was secured with hostages, Breeder and Ragnar, and by the Danish Earl's baptism and acceptance of the Christian God. As for Uhtred the Godless, my path led north, to blood feuds, to revenge, and to Bebbanburg. Destiny is all. That's it. when you've been doing this for a week, you get pretty sick of the sound of your own voice. And I'm sure they are too. They're probably sick of of my face because they've been watching it for the last couple of months. But there you go. That's pretty much all we can show you, because all the rest is ADR on scenes that we've just shot. We finished shooting about, how long, 3-4 weeks ago in Hungary?
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago, that's it, yeah. I've had a haircut since then. Feels great. So, there you go. I think we're going to have to kick you out now. But thank you so much for joining us, and hope to see you soon.